HW's back in old Sydney town. Thank goodness. And I'm about to head down to George, the corner of George and King, and meet up with my mate for a coffee. Haven't seen him for a few weeks. So in a minute I'll turn the camera around and get out there. But let's talk about the weather first. It's only 24 degrees and raining in Sydney today for my return. The wind's from the south at 17 kilometres an hour. So I think 24 degrees Celsius, I think it's about 75 Fahrenheit. So quite cool with the... Let's pick up my little bag first. There we go. I just snuck down the side of the escalators there. Just down from Brookfield Place. Just in front of Wynyard now. There's the Bible Brigade over there. I tell you what, for a Wednesday, the city's bloody busy, I tell you. And then I came in on the train this morning too, I was cursing at how many people there are around. What's the old saying? Hell is other people. And it's very much like that today. This will only be a short walk down George Street to the corner of King, but I'll film a bit when we get into the coffee shop, and then I'll do some filming after. But have a look at all the punters getting about. I don't like it. Let's go back to one day in the office, max. People enjoying nectars and lunch up Wynyard Street there. I remember just before I started filming to flick my settings back to 50 frames per second for Australia. It's filming in 60 frames in the US, and that's just the way it is with the PAL and NTSC or whatever it's called. That's what you have to do, or else you have the LED lights flickering everywhere. Yeah, what's going on today? Is this like... It's like Christmas... Like the Christmas crowd. It's almost like there's Christmas shopping going on. Possibly just all the sycophants getting back into the office. Lick, lick, lick the boss's boots. Oh, there he is. I can see him leaning on the lamppost down there. Gonna have to think about where we're gonna have a nectar right now. I'll pick you up again then. Oh, we're in 77 King Street. Haven't been here for a while. This is what's known as 7 Specialty Coffee. And I noticed as I walked in that they had an owner coffee sandwich board out the front. So they've sold me straight away. I'm always in for owner coffee. So let's wait for the nectar to arrive. The flat white has arrived, but I've already taken a sip of it. I couldn't help myself. So I've ruined the little latte art. My deepest apologies, nectar lovers. Hey, while I'm speaking about nectars, quick shout out to Linda Watts for shouting me 5 nectars. It's outrageous. Thank you, Linda. Really appreciate it. I could have mentioned when I was in the US, but I wasn't checking my email on the go. So again, apologies. But yeah, Linda, thanks again. This nectar's on you. Let's pick up again outside the Cartier store in King Street. Let's have a bit of a walk around before we have to get back to the station. Let's check my microphone there. Excuse me. I was just talking to my mate. I said, why is it so busy today? And he said Wednesday and Thursday the big days. I thought it was Thursday, Friday. At least Thursday. I knew Thursday was a busy day. Quick squeeze up at Centrepoint and JP Morgan Tower. What's Tiffany & Co. got? Anything new? What's your guess on that one? How much is that? This cheeky little ring here. Both those little numbers would set you back a bit, I'd say. Coffee shop in there called Soho. I used to have a morning nectar in there all the time. I don't know what it's like now. I haven't been there for years. At least the sun's come out for HW. Fullerton Hotel's got the Chinese New Year decorations up. Southerly breeze is still kicking up, making it nice and cool walking through Martin Place. That old bank building over there. I think it was a Westpac bank in there, but I might be wrong. But it's a Burberry store now. And see, just as I said that, I was about to say I never see anyone walking in and out of it, and then a lady walked out. But anyway, I never see it too busy. The Louis Vuitton's always more busy. I was just talking to my mate over coffee at how I had a good time in the US, but it was bloody expensive, and not just because of the exchange rate. A lot of their items over there, like the coffees and food, it's more expensive than here, even when you take the exchange rate out of it. Most of the coffees were like $7.50, $8.50 US. And here, the worst I seem to pick up is like $5.50, and that's Australian dollars. So, and then they expect a tip as well. You stick your card in the machine and it automatically spits out some tips or some suggestions for tips. A lot of people sitting at bar toddies, having a lunchtime drink with their colleagues, something to eat. I'll walk down to the corner down here before I flip back into the station. It's only going to be a short walk around today because I'm at work. I head back to the office. At least there's some people in Margaret Street here using this street furniture. Swing past Batch Coffee here. Talk over the music. There's that laneway down there. We've been down there before. Get into Carrington Street here and we'll go down the old staircase and escalator. I think there's a little Coles supermarket there. We'll go past there as well. Don't go through that way too often. Usually go down through York Street or through George. But certainly the weather's come good now as we look up at the sky up there. Oh, look at what are they serving in here. It's popular. I don't know whether it's Chinese or whether it's sandwiches, but look at the queue from there all the way out the door. There's the little Coles supermarket still there in front of us. You can get little grab and go items and pay for it over there. I wonder how honest people are with that. And into the bowels of Wynyard Station. It's bloody great to be back in Sydney. I tell you what, old sitters. So until the next time we meet on a vid, I'll say goodbye to you. The video is over.